Back again. Hello there, and welcome to my Bloons Tower Defense 5 channel. I'm Italian Ninja, and this is where I make attempts at defeating challenges I've set out for myself and make progress. And whatever else was part of my intro, I can't fucking remember. But we're working on Nazca Lines today. I think that's what it's called. Nazarene? We'll start this bitch over. I'll go back and forward. Nazca? How the hell do you even say that? Nazca Lines. Anyway, so I beat it, but I couldn't even really remember how to say it. I didn't even try. But anyway, I'm back here again, trying to give you guys a video of me defeating Nazca Lines on easy. I think I'm just trying to chat. I haven't been making videos lately. The last week or so, last Saturday, I actually released a short. I'm just trying to. So if you guys are new here, I kind of just talk and chat about life and whatever. While these are games that I've beaten, and I'm just doing commentary over top of it. So sometimes I talk about the games. Sometimes I just talk about other shit that I'm thinking about. You know, you guys can choose to follow along and subscribe if you like. If you do, I'll probably shout you out if you let me know that you subscribed. If you don't, that's okay too. Keep on keeping on, man, you know? Or ladies, whatever you choose. I don't really give a fuck. But yeah, I just wanted to say I'm back at it here, you know, working on easy Nazarene lines. I've been working on myself quite a bit lately, and I thought I should get back on doing some of this too. So I've come up with a couple of different strategies that I might try out in the not so distant future, but we'll see. We'll see how everything turns out. I'm not, nothing's set in stone. We don't know what's going to happen in this world. It's a wild and crazy world. I do actually got a question for you guys. Anybody out there? I'm curious. What's the craziest thing that you think's going on right now in the world? Because everywhere you seem to look and turn, there is crazy news stories about everything. And there's just, if you watch the mainstream media or watch even just I go on my YouTube shorts the other day. I got caught up. If you guys are ever interested, try this. Go to incognito mode on your Google Chrome browser, or I guess you could install a new browser. I'm not really sure if everybody has an Android or whatnot, but go to Google Chrome, open up an incognito browser, go to YouTube in that, and just start watching shorts, or watch content that is not shorts. But I find it's easiest to see with the shorts because it's quick. But I watched 2 hours or 3 hours the other day of just bullshit shorts that I was amazed to watch. I was like, is this really what's going on, that the algorithm isn't feeding me? And not gonna lie, after watching it, I even felt a little bit fucking panicky and anxious, because it's like, holy fuck, these are all the things that I don't necessarily see that's going on because it's not my world, it's just not something that I have to pay attention to because it's not immediately important to me. So I mean, you can't pay attention to everything, right? There's only so much that you can actually pay attention and handle. So maybe the stuff that gets presented to me are things that I could actually affect, or maybe not. Maybe they're just YouTube trying to influence me in a certain direction. I think for the most part, I think that the way these algorithms work is they're just trying to get you to stay on the platform. And I'll tell you that it got me that day, So I don't even know if it really knows it got me, right? Because I was in incognito mode, which it probably still knows it's me because it's coming from my phone. But it gave me a fucked up, gave me a fucked up shit. It gave me a bunch of fucked up shit to watch. Nothing excessively violent or anything, other than it talked a lot about there's some school shooting stuff, which, man, definitely isn't looking good on the school shooting front for the Americans. I also don't necessarily know what to do about that. I don't think banning guns is the option, especially when you have a lot of other stuff going down there But I just don't think you can ban. I just don't think you can ban guns. And get on well as a society. I think it runs into tons of problems. But those are some of my personal opinions. You guys tell me what you think about guns. I don't. I'm curious what everybody thinks. I'm really fascinated overall what people think. I think that's one of the most interesting things about life is like people, if they're being truthful and honest, they're interesting as fucking hell. You know, because they like. I think the thing is though it might be questionable on what is being truthful and being honest. Because sometimes somebody might think that they're being truthful or honest. You ever actually talk to somebody and then you can just like break their beliefs in like 2 seconds, and it's not even on purpose. Like I do it all the time accidentally. Usually just by asking questions. I had a boss the other day. He said, "What did it?" He told. So he's never actually said this to me because I think he knows how I would handle it. But he told one of my coworkers, he said, "Hey, we need you to get 25,000 pounds regrind off of that grinder. It's a plastic recycling machine. And you need 25,000 of play. They want him to get 25,000 pounds of plastic, which for him is excessive. For me that was about average, but I know how to run the machine. I ran it for months and months and months, and I got it down to I'd say a science, as close to a science as you could get it without actually putting numbers to it. So I guess it wasn't science, actually, because science is like numbers and facts and shit. But what I will say is that I'm probably the best at operating this machine in this entire company because of how much time I've spent on it and how much attention to detail I've had to focus on in order to just refine my movements. And this is all pretty much unobserved. Nobody ever really trained me necessarily on how to do any of this stuff. They just kind of throw me there and let me figure it out, right? I mean, they show you how to start the machine and stuff, but then it's like all the intermediary steps. It's like, you got to figure out all that stuff on your own. I'm sure for anybody out there that's like new to work, that's something for any young viewers out there, any people who are new. I'm not sure if you guys want me to talk about some more stuff like this, but you guys let me know, in the comment section if you guys like me talking about stuff like this. But for people out there that are new to work, I'm not sure the exact age of the demographic of my audience, but I think mainly between 18 and like 30. And I'm sure that because of the way that the world is going, a lot of people are starting work younger, or starting work later. And, a lot of people go to university and college before they ever actually have their first job. But what ends up happening is that people start their first job and then they realize that it's like, the training aspect is very minimal, because for the most part, the companies are trying to get a return on you, right? On anybody. They want a return, right? If you're not making them more money than it costs you to be there, then what's the purpose of having you, right? You're just a loss to the company, and they're not a charity. That is not how companies work, right? Especially well-functioning businesses. They're not charities. If they were, they would be called a charity. They would be tax exempt. But anyway, where I'm going with all this is that when people start jobs and when they've never worked before, the amount of training that they get is usually pretty minimum. And then like most of what work is actually you getting the minimum amount of being shown what to do, and the rest is you just figuring it out on your own. And the faster you are at figuring it out, the easier your life is going to be. Usually those people that are faster at figuring it out too are the smarter people, or more dedicated, right? Because sometimes somebody might be smarter, but they're just a lazy fuck, and that happens, right? So, in the circumstance that I was discussing here with the work is like, I'm pretty effective and efficient at what I do. So when I got thrown on this job specifically, I was like, yeah, I could turn this easy as fuck 10-minute I could show somebody what to do in 10 minutes, but it's going to take you 6 months to iron this out to the point where you're going to get 25 to 30,000 pounds a day, worth of material. The first day you might get 10,000 pounds, right? So it's going to take 6 to 8 months to get this to work this machine at 95% capacity. When you first start it, you can run it at 10% capacity or 20% capacity, right? That's the idea. So, I really hope. Okay, so we got 2 more minutes here, and then I'm going to try to wrap things up quick. But you guys, if you guys want to hear more stuff like this, just come to the next video, subscribe. I'm going to be doing Nazarene lines on the second. It'll be the medium difficulty because this is the easiest difficulty. So this is going to be me beating Nazarene lines on easy. The next one will be medium. So if you guys want to continue to hear some stories, just subscribe or go to the next one. I mean, if you go to my Just Win series, these will all be in my Just Win series playlist. So you'll hear the next one. But yeah, I don't know if I should get. I'll try to be quick with the whole fucking coworker thing. This guy, he got told that he needed to get a minimum amount of weight, and my immediate question to him was, "Or what?" And he, as soon as I told him that, he laughed at me and goes, "I should have said that. Fuck, I should have said that." And I go, "Yeah, because the reality is there's nothing he can really do." Oh shit. Oh, I didn't lose this one. How didn't I lose this one? Oh, I do lose this one. Oh, maybe I don't lose this one. Fuck, I got 15,000. All I gotta get to is round 50, But I'm surprised that I let it get this crazy. So anyway, what Jerry said to me was like, he was really shocked that they wanted him to get that much weight. And, my immediate response was like, the fuck, like, get the fuck out of here, Or what? What are you going to do to me? You going to fire me? I don't care, Fire me. Do your worst, bro. That's my thought. But anyway, I'm going to catch you guys in the next video. Nazarene lines, medium. If you want to hear me continue talking, I'm going to be making probably going to go all the way up to Impoppable with the same line of thinking as this video. So if you guys like this stuff, come to the next one. Bye.